Minglaba, welcome to Myanmar Today. I'm Henry Zin. Here are the latest news and reports. The first report on 2020 New Year Dhamma ceremony held in Yangon. Next on meeting with business professionals, customer revolution. A story coverage on Yangon Zoological Gardens getting almost 200 new animal births within 5 years. And the last report on living with art for art lovers. Now, before we get to the reports, why don't we have a look at what's happening in local news. An international conference to commemorate Yangon University's centenary was held on Monday, and Union Minister for Education Dr. Myo Thainji delivered the opening speech and said the Ministry of Education has cooperated with Oxford Sayadaw Professor Dr. Dhamma of Shan State's Buddhist Academy to organize an international conference. The topic focused on remembering the past and ways forward. The Union Minister said the ministry's policy is to establish an inclusive education system that doesn't leave anyone behind, and that research and development are the lifeblood of the university and essential to sustainable economic growth and development for the nation. He added by saying Yangon University is planning to open a course in ethnic literature research, and they are encouraging ethnic literature and culture to flourish in all schools and universities. He also said they are encouraging teachers and student associations and rectors' committees to become more skilled and developed. Ministry of Social Welfare, Relief and Resettlement discussed strategic plan for resettling internally displaced persons, IDPs, and closing IDP camps with Kachin State Government, local communities and social organizations on Wednesday. Union Minister Dr. Wimya A. explained the ministry's works on social welfare of people, handling man-made disasters and rehabilitation programs in cooperation with relevant organizations. The Union Minister also held a public meeting at Myitkyina City Hall and explained the government's priority on ethnic affairs and ceasefire with armed groups. He then suggested to carry out demining works with relevant ministries and to develop appropriate implementation programs of the strategic plan with local context in Kachin, Shan, Kayin, and Rakhine states. He finally called for participation of ethnic people in making lasting peace, while the government is focusing on the emergence of a suitable state constitution that can ensure the rule of law, socio-economic development, national reconciliation, internal peace, and a federal democratic union. Myanmar Ethnic Culture Festival is making its second appearance at Jaikasan Sports Ground on East Race Course Road in Yangon from the 1st to 7th of February, according to a press conference by its organizers. The festival will be headed by two associations while under the guidance of the Ministry of Ethnic Affairs, Ministry of Commerce, Ministry of Hotels and Tourism, and the governments of Yangon Region and Gaya State. Head of Aung family, U Win Mao, said they will install a likeness of the 20-feet Tharaba Gate acknowledged by UNESCO at the entrance to the festival. They will also install 15-feet-tall statues of four ancient famous Myanmar generals, Jan Seta, Ngatwe Yu, Ngalon Laphe, and Yang U Pi. He said there will be over 1,000 stalls showcasing everything from traditional clothing to ethnic cuisine. Over 800,000 people visited the festival last year, and this year they expect to receive around 1.2 million visitors. In addition, there will be photo booths in traditional ethnic settings, and visitors can visit the homes and landmarks of ethnic races through an augmented reality booth. 3 men died and 4 were injured when a 12-wheeler's brakes failed and tumbled down a cliff near milepost 165/3 of the Loy Lum Mampon Highway in Loy Lum Township, Shan State, around 4:30 p.m. on Sunday. The 4 survivors suffered non-fatal injuries and were rescued by the Loy Lum District Fire Brigade. Midda Chonghua Humanitarian Society and White Youth Philanthropic Organization assisted in moving the injured and the dead to Loy Lum People's Hospital. That's all with the local news, and here's a first report on Myanmar Today. Yangon Region Government organized the New Year Dhamma ceremony for 2020 at the People's Park in Yangon. It was a 3-day ceremony from last Wednesday to Friday, and Sayadaws delivered sermons respectively on each day.
New Year Dhamma ceremony for 2020, organized by Yangon Region Government, has started at the People's Park in Yangon, crowding with Buddhist people in the city. Rector of Zoological World Buddhist University and Abhidhamma University, Dr. Badanat Nanda Malabivansa, preached a sermon on the second day of ceremony, 2nd January. Yangon Region Chief Minister Upyo Minthein and his spouse and hundreds of thousands of people from many regional townships attended the ceremony. At the event, Dr. Badanat Nanda Malabivansa delivered a sermon titled, "To be Thoughtful for the Country." Hearing Buddha's sermon is an invaluable thing for Buddhist people, and the sermon, preached by CROG, makes the congregation peaceful both for physically and mentally, and also make them walk to the right path, said by the Deputy Speaker of Yangon Region Luto, U Lin Nai Mian.
We feel peaceful and tranquil. Buddha's sermon makes us feel peaceful, and then it makes us to spread out this peacefulness to our family, to our companion, and to surroundings. That's why hearing Buddha's sermon is invaluable for all Buddhist people. Pomo Siaroji on the first day and Rector Siaroji on the second day delivered sermons, and these sermons make the congregation peaceful both for physically and mentally, and also make them walk to the right path. The event is about New Year Dhamma ceremony, and at this time, everyone will conduct their New Year plan to create more resolution, which is better than last year, with full of strength, and they will prepare to wish for the new year, and they will try to fix themselves to be better in present year.
This 3-day New Year Dhamma ceremony was organized by Yangon Region Government on the first day, Bamosiaro Dr. Badana Kumara Bivansa. On the second day, Rector of Zoological World Buddhist University and Abhidhamma University, Dr. Badana Nandamala Bivansa. And on the third and last day of the ceremony, Chancellor of Zoological International Buddhist Academy's Seattle, Dr. Shinyanisara, delivered the sermons respectively. Attendant Makai Lee from Plaindaya Township said,
We collected all the philanthropic groups and volunteer services to donate Dhamma books, baton as New Year Dhamma donation to the congregation. We also donated last year. This year is more systematic than last year. There is fingerprint system in the food donation shops, and so the donors can donate systematically. The congregation might be struggle because here is too crowded, and it would be the best if they act with kindness. Apart from it, everything here is relevant. I suppose the donors should donate the things that are useful for congregation, and then we will receive the metta back from them.
Attendant Wu Ye-mian from Insane Township said,
This year the first time for me attending to the New Year Dhamma ceremony. Here a rally crowded with people, and it is very delightful. And also we feel really delightful in our mind hearing the sermon of CROG. The healthcare services are also provided. I think it is really satisfying provision.
At the ceremony, the well-wishers donated food for the congregation and healthcare services, the information counters, and the donation space, and especially for the public security were systematically arranged for the people coming from various townships for the ceremony. Yangon Region Government also arranged about 1,500 YBS ferries to respective regions and taxis for the convenience of the congregation.
That's a report on 2020 New Year Dhamma ceremony held in Yangon. Alright, it's time now to check on the weather forecast in Myanmar. It's mostly cloudy in Yangon during the day. Expect highest temperatures of 33 degrees Celsius and the lowest of 17 degrees Celsius. In Naypyidaw, a pleasant weather with mostly sunny conditions during the day. Expect highest temperatures of 31 degrees Celsius and the lowest of 14 degrees Celsius. It's a nice weather with mostly sunny conditions in Mandalay as well. Expect highest temperatures of 27 degrees Celsius and the lowest of 14 degrees Celsius. Well, we have another report coming up, and then we'll check on the stocks and currency exchange rates. B2B magazine has been hosting business discussion by inviting successful business persons in Myanmar with moderator economist Professor Dr. Aung Thun Tat. The first discussion for this year kicked off under the title Customer Revolution on Sunday. DJ Henry Zin has the details.
B2B magazine has been organizing the business discussion under the title Meeting with Business Professionals, and the first discussion for 2020 took place on 5th January at Hotel Yangon, and the moderator, economist Professor Dr. Aung Thun Tat, had the talk on customer revolution and a discussion with Udro He, chairman of Myanmar Over Group, with the aim of spreading the life story of the successful business persons in Myanmar, as well as for the participants to learn more about the business world. The discussion was held twice a month with moderator economist Professor Dr. Aung Thun Tat.
I try to think of issues that the young people should benefit from. I try to choose topics from different fields of business, economics, marketing, finance, and others. And this time the topic will be on marketing. And I think because most of us are involved in marketing, I think it will be beneficial for many of the participants and those that are watching through the broadcast through different media.
Now the role of customers in the market has already changed. With the variety of choices emerging in the market, the customers became the ones to choose, and their roles are getting high in a business.
In fact, the issue itself is a new concept in marketing, where in the past we believe that the producers are important, but nowadays we realize that the customers are more important, and therefore what we have to realize that there's a change in the way customers should be treated. Customers should be seen as the prime mover of any business. So the topic I've chosen is on customer revolution. It has been part of the marketing literature, so everyone who looks at marketing. But I would like to remind the viewers that when we talk about customers, we also refer to citizens, because customers could be not just using the product and services of the companies, but also the citizens of a country.
In the competitive business world, the customers have more choices and they are looking for customer satisfaction, and that's why the business are getting customer service prioritized.
We need to take care of the customers. The customers are important, are critical for the success of any business organization. So this is a key message. So I'm hoping that the people who attend the seminar, the owners, the employees, would reflect and think of how they can ensure that the companies that they are working under is very responsive to the customers' needs and demands.
The event continued with the discussion with chairman of Myanmar Over Group and the sharing of his life as a businessman and the customer dealing of the group. The participants also raised the questions, and Professor Dr. Aung Thun Tat and Udro He responded. One of the participants of the event, who is working in the customer service field, commented that
the thing I remember the most from this event is the companies changing their business model in a year. I got the guidelines from the discussion how to establish a good relation with the customers. I came to realize the value the customer more. I accept the reality of the customer's revolution, and we need to be in touch with how to improve the customer service to be able to bring strong market. I'm to apply the knowledge I got from this discussion to approach the customer's need to provide better customer services.
The next discussion by B2B Magazine will be on 26 January with another different topic. Thus, for now, this is Tora Swisse from MI Radio.
That's a report on meeting with business professionals, customer revolution. And now we have an information on currency rates from Myanmar's central bank. $1 is at 1,466 kyats. 1 Chinese renminbi is at 210 kyats. 1 euro is at 1,634 kyats. 1 pound sterling is at 1,920 kyats. 1 Singapore dollar is at 1,086 kyats. 1 Malaysian ringgit is at 357 kyats. 1 Thai baht is at 48 kyats and the Indian rupee is at 20 kyats. Gold is trading at $1,559. Silver is at $18 and Brent crude oil is at $62. On the Yangon Stock Exchange, FMI went up 500 and it's at 11,500. MTSH is at 3,850. MCB is at 8,200. FPB remains at 23,000. TMH remains at 2,900. You're with MI Radio's Myanmar Today. You can log on to our website at miradio.com.mm and catch many other great programs of MI Radio on the website. We're also running on 96.1 FM in Yangon, 96.5 in Mandalay, and 96.7 in Naypyidaw. Alternatively, you can download our app on both iOS and Android platforms. It's easy to search. Just type in Myanmar INTL Radio and you'll find the app. Download it on your device so you can listen to our radio programs on the go. Stay with us as we bring you more reports on Myanmar Today. Yangon Zoological Gardens, one of the public recreational sites, is preserving almost 1,500 animals, including rare species of animate beings, birds and reptiles. There are also new animal births. It was learned that almost 200 new animal births occurred within 5 years, from 2015 to 2019. The Yangon Zoological Gardens has an area of more than 57 acres, with a collection of 130 animal species and 220 staff members. Feed staff of about 1,500 animals costs 1.1 million kyats a day, Yanai reports.
Yangon Zoological Garden, one of the public recreational sites, is preserving almost 1,500 animals, including rare species of animal, birds, and reptiles. There are also new animal birds, while keeping the animals like that in Yangon Zoological Garden. It was learned that almost 200 new animal birds were further reproduced within 5 years, from 2015 to 2019. Dr. Tun Min, doctor in charge of Yangon Zoological Garden, said,
Bengal tiger species is very rare and about 4 tigers were newly born within 5 years. The birth rate of Bengal tiger is now controlled. Because a durable space is narrow for keeping them, it is natural that if Bengal tiger increase in number, they will have to be released into the forest. Almost 10 star-turtle Myanmar-owned species were newly born within 5 years. The birds were not less than 10. Some baby turtle died in the young stage. About 100 golden deer that can be only seen in Myanmar were newly born within 5 years.
A zebra of rare species was newly born in Yangon Zoological Garden on January 2nd. The baby zebra is being taken into care at the special intensive place. With the reproduction of the animal species in Yangon Zoological Garden, deaths of animals occurred there. Especially species of tiger, bear, and camel died old. It was learned that deaths of rare animals in the old age species reached 20 within 5 years. The deaths of sambar, deer, and birds, as well as other species, reached more than 30. The dead bodies of the animals are kept at the Museum of Natural History Museum, and some have to be destroyed. The skins of the dead animals have to be gathered. Some dead animals have to be stuffed so that they look like living ones and can be displayed. Most of the wild animals living in Yangon Zoological Garden are not only local rare species, but also foreign ones. The animals have to be preserved according to Myanmar's climate situation. The preservation of the animals must be in conformity with the natural features. In charge of fauna preservation of Yangon Zoological Garden said,
I've been preserving the animals for almost 30 years in Yangon Zoological Gardens. New animal species are coming and times are becoming diverse. We have to take care of the animals like our own children. Animal keepers have to take care of their wildlife. We have to create habitations suitable for their wildlife.
The Yangon Zoological Garden has an area of more than 57 acres, with a collection of 130 animal species and 220 members of staff. Feed staff of about 1,500 animals cost 1.1 million chats a day. Umyo Jodu, manager of Administration Department of Yangon Zoological Garden said,
Animals have houses to live in. Their houses are fitted with iron bars. They live behind the iron bars. Peace of mind ensures longer life and of great importance. Human being or any animal or any living thing wants peaceful mind. The visitors could avoid frightening the animals and not cause annoyance to them. If not there, maybe a little of difficulty.
There are 3,000 to 5,000 foreigner arrivals to the zoo every month. The number of local people arrivals in December alone in 2019 was about 170,000. Yangon Zoological Gardens is home to a wide variety of rare species of wildlife, and it is a center of attention for the young people and old. Games for children, scenic views for photographing, and recreational sports for men are attracting the attention of the visitors. It offers a variety of sports such as sky rope, high jump, and mountaineering.
That's a report on Yangon Zoological Gardens getting almost 200 new animal births within 5 years. And here's the last report on living with art for art lovers. Paintings are becoming popular for art lovers not only from foreign countries but also from the locals. Nowadays, art exhibitions are held more frequently than in the past. For art lovers, an art exhibition called Living with Art, which includes artworks of 21 local artists, was organized from Saturday to Monday at the Yangon Gallery. Soyerana and Kaineza Bomo will tell us more.
Arts is an object or visual experience which is created through the expression of skill or imagination. A collection of arts includes painting, sculpture, photography, and installation. Among them, painting is an artwork which is created using colors on a paper or canvas. The colors can be in a wet form or dry form, and artists create the paintings with their senses of emotions by using pigments. For the audiences who likes paintings, the art exhibition Living with Arts is holding from 4th up to 6th January with the opening hours of 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Yangon Gallery. In this exhibition, artworks of 21 local artists will be showcased with the different types of paintings, including acrylic and watercolors. The organizer of this art exhibition, Mintaji, explained how he came to organize and how he got the creativity to unite the artworks of 21 artists.
ဒီပွဲကိုကျွန်တော်ပြီးခဲ့တဲ့ခရချင်းညောင်တိုင်မင်တာပေါ့နော်ဟိုဘယ်လိုလဲလူလက်ရွေးခင်တက်မှာဟုတ်ကဲ့အလုပ်ဖြစ်သွားတာဟုတ်ကဲ့ခုပေါင်း21ရောက်ပေါ့ဟုတ်ကဲ့ပါ
We have planned to organize this exhibition since last year. I want to make something special, so I put 21 artists that create different types of artworks for the audiences to get different tastes in paintings, and most of them are acrylics.
There are altogether 95 paintings in this exhibition, and the price ranges are from $200 to $3,200. And Mindaji explained how paintings can affect people.
Paintings can help people get different ideas and different visions. And also, as paintings are based on the pigments, so the color pattern and structures are interesting for the people to have different tastes on the artworks.
Paintings are becoming popular for the art lovers, not only from foreign countries but also from local. Nowadays, the art exhibitions are held more frequently than the past times with the risings of art galleries. One of the 21 artists, Nipo Wu, said how he took part of this exhibition and explained briefly about the artworks he had created.
The organizer, Menda Ji, wanted me to participate this exhibition, so I'm part of it to showcase my paintings. As for me, I want to create the paintings which includes the tradition and cultures of Myanmar. So I make paintings of a woman performing the Myanmar traditional dance. I use sequins and glitters on the cloth of a woman to be more realistic.
Direct message Painting
is also called Baji in Myanmar terms, which is firstly originated from Bagan, the UNESCO World Heritage Site. Paintings have created for the decorations of temples in the early 11th century. Artist Nipo Wu shared his opinion on how the markets has changed for the paintings and the improvements.
I
think this field has improved a lot compared to the past times. There were only a few numbers of art galleries in those moments, but now the newly updated galleries have emerged and the exhibitions are also holding more frequently. In the past times, we have to depend on foreign customers for our paintings to be sold, but now even local audiences trying to have paintings in their houses as much as they can afford. As my hobby is painting and I invest my times into it, so I would like to say there are also artists who create arts according to their hobbies.
For the
emerged galleries and the great efforts of artists, young people are also getting interest in paintings and the seeds for creating a better future for painting industry.
That's all the reports on Myanmar Today. Time to look at the world through the international landscape now. The body of slain Iranian military commander Qasem Soleimani has arrived in his hometown of Kerman, where he was laid to rest later on Tuesday, according to broadcaster Press TV. Soleimani, who spearheaded Iran's Middle East operations as commander of the Revolutionary Guards Quds Force, was killed in a U.S. drone strike near Baghdad airport on January 3rd. His killing has ratcheted up tensions between Tehran and Washington. Iran has declared a 3-day mourning following Soleimani's death. Mourning events were held nationwide in cities including Aves, Qom, Mashhad, and Tehran as supporters filled the streets to pay tribute. In other news, at least 24 people have now died from wildfires in Australia, but officials say massive evacuations kept the toll from going even higher. Cooler temperatures and calmer winds gave weary firefighters a break on Sunday, but the respite will only be temporary.
You pick your targets, pick your battles. We chose what we could save, houses that were defendable, and we just had to treat it as triage. Pick your battles and go in and hope that you win that one. We didn't win them all, but we had some good wins last night.
His actions were responsible for ushering in the Me Too movement. On Monday, Harvey Weinstein is set to go on trial in New York. The criminal case against the U.S. movie mogul comes 2 years after allegations of sexual assault were leveled against him, charges he denies.
I think there's certainly been an uptick in people coming forward, and that has led to, for example, the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, which is where you have to go if you want to bring a workplace sex harassment case in the United States. I've seen an increase of about 12% of the number of people coming to it, and it's also been settling a lot more cases and settling them well.
Well, that's a wrap, and thanks for joining me on Myanmar Today. I'm Henry Zin, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Goodbye now.